Here are 5 tips to beat back art block like your parents trying to feed you veggies. 1. Draw circles. As an illustrator, a really great exercise to get your brain juices flowing is drawing circles. I know, simple, right? But hear me out. Freestyling it with your pen, drawing circles, lines, wibbly wobblies, really loosens up your mind. Then all of a sudden you start to see shapes and your brain opens up to the infinite possibilities. While you may not transcend to the next level of consciousness, you'll at least be able to draw more easily. 2. Just take a break, breathe, zen, find that zen place, take a walk, read a book, watch a TV show. Just give yourself the ability to just kind of de-stresses your mind, allows your brain to just be able to think up more ideas more easily without you having to really try and form it yourself. It'll just kind of naturally come that way by just taking a break. Your brain may only need time to process and buffer like a computer. 3. Study references. Using references is probably one of the greatest studies of getting over your art block. By increasing your skills from studying other people's works, you'll get better at being able to formulate your own ideas. It's like when you're operating just simply from your own mind without any structure behind it from previous study or practice, it's like trying to put together a house with clay. It's a horrible example. 4. Just practice. Now this goes along with the previous tip of just studying references, just practicing as much as you can without trying to create new ideas. You can just use pre-existing ideas or work that already exists out there and just copy it. Practice it. Practice either if you're doing illustration, practice your paint strokes, practice using different brushes. If you're drawing characters, practice drawing hands, feet. Anatomy is a great thing to study. Well, you're literally practicing and using references at the same time. It's very useful. Whenever you're trying to get past or work through your art block, having these studies and this practice having been done beforehand makes it more easier for you to just draw something or just practice from something that does exist rather than having to create something from your own mind. And also alleviates that process for when you actually want to create something different. It works. By improving these muscles, it increases your ability to think on your feet and creating new ideas and being creative. It opens up your creative toolbox. It's also a great way for showing a good timeline of your art progression as well. 5. Pushing through. I know it's like walking through a blizzard, but pushing through art block and just drawing anyway. It sounds really simple, but it really does help, especially when you have a deadline, you're working for a client and suddenly you're working on some work and like, hey, I want this to be done, but you're like, I can't form a thought. My brain's not working. Pushing through because you have a deadline or you're getting paid for this work is important. You need to have that ability, especially working professionally. And eventually with enough push, your creativity will probably most definitely ignite again at some point. Either way, it's like you're building strength training. So I hope you found these tips helpful for mercilessly attacking your art block. And if you would like more tips, tutorials, and inspiration, follow Art Bloop, like, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Peace.